Okay, so Tiger Woods is making a comeback. He's starting to get on leaderboards, you know, but I want to kind of go back in time a little bit, and I'm going to show you what really made Tiger Woods so special. And it wasn't just his technique. You know, everybody likes to focus on Tiger's swing, but we're going to really go through something that is really overlooked and was so powerful within his game that stood the test of time. We're going to cover that right now.
Expect anything different?
All right, so something that's really apparent with Tiger and on the performance side of golf is that he had the same process through all of his career, especially in big moments. It didn't change. And that's pretty cool. So we're going to go through some of these video clips and we're going to watch just specifically his putting, but you can do this with his full swing and any shot you can find of Tiger, especially in big moments. The timing didn't change. And if the timing didn't change, that means the thoughts were always the same, which is pretty cool because, you know, if you saw my first video on the process, it's not about just doing the same physical thing over and over. It's about keeping the thoughts under control over and over and being able to practice that day in and day out. So if we go through this look of Tiger and watch some of these big putts through the test of time, I mean, these are some of my favorite moments of his that just made golf so exciting. And what you're going to see on these putts is every single time he's going to read it. Okay, once he's got his read, he comes in, swings the putter back and forth, twice, and sometimes he'll back off and he'll redo it if he doesn't have the right feel. Okay, but he swings that putter twice. Now, if you watch this and you put a timer on it, it's going to be the exact same. He sets the feet, he sets the face with his feet close together. Okay, then he looks, his eyes come back, and then he sets his feet, takes one more look, eyes come back, and when those eyes are back, the putter's in motion. Now the interesting thing is, if you look at that, it's all on a rhythm. It's all on a rhythm. So how he steps in, how he looks, eyes back, and then he putts. So he does this in these big moments. These are all major championships that I'm showing you, except for Bay Hill. But still, I mean, this putt was to win. Good sized putt. And if you watch this process here versus 2000 US Open versus the 2008 US Open. Now the video I have here from the 2008 US Open, I couldn't find anyone where he was doing his actual process, except for a fan video, so this is kind of far away, but you can still get the gist of it.
First hole of the playoff, Tiger Woods for his birdie.
And then again, now here, we're looking at a close-up of this matchup with Bob May. Anybody who's a golf fan from history, this is one of the coolest things ever. One of my favorite putts of all time. And you can kind of watch it in his shoulder and his eyes. He's doing the same thing. So it's a really close-up of how his eyes look. Back, you can see him set. Eyes back to the target. Eyes come back, and then the putter is moving, and then he cans it. You know, so I mean, he sticks to that, and it's even the same today as he's starting to play better. You can see him stick to that process. And here's the thing. When he misses, he didn't change it. Nothing changed what he did. He stuck to that process, and that's what made him so good. You know, that's what really made Tiger better than anybody's. He was able to control his thoughts. Now we look at when he slipped, I mean, he's out there asking short game advice from Billy Herschel. Nothing against Billy Herschel, but that's not, you know, you're Tiger Woods, you're the greatest in the game. So if you're asking Billy Herschel and Ricky Fowler for short game advice, you're lost with your thoughts. And that's something Tiger never did back in the day. He knew exactly what he was doing, to the point where he would even tell Butch Harmon when he was working with him, you know, I threw 95% of the stuff out that he told me because I had my way of doing it. And if something really clicked, I would incorporate it and work on it a lot until I trusted it enough to put it in competition. But you know, Tiger started going on that search. As soon as you go on that search, you start switching coaches, start changing your swing, it goes downhill. You know, so many golfers are out there looking for that, and the golf world is trying to educate people saying, you need that. You need this magic swing fix or this magic chipping fix. It's not out there. The players that stand the test of time are the ones that do the same thing and build on that same thing. They keep building on greatness. They don't tinker and steer away from it and try something new. That is what made Tiger Woods so great. He was so strong mentally over the ball. He knew exactly how to control his thoughts for those big moments. And his self-image was so high. That's the stuff that mattered. It really had nothing to do with his swing because he's proven he can win with any golf swing you give him. So it doesn't really matter what that swing is. He just had to commit to it, and he knew exactly how to approach every shot to make it work.
We saw it at Memorial most recently.
Can he bear down and find 4 at the last? Oh, yes. What a par. 4 it out.